Okay. Oh, that is bright. That is really, really bright. Oh man, how do I change that? Is there an autofocus thing going on here that's making me look a little bit lighter than I should be? That is way too bright. Yeah, okay. Um, I think that's fine. Is that fine? Too sure if that is fine. But guys, we have a hype stream here. Missed out on the last two, mostly because I slept in, but yes, this is what we have. I'm trying to see around my room because I'm very bright right now. I don't like this. If I turn this off, yeah, no, that's a little bit too dark. It's because it's really light outside, and I've got the window right beside me over here, so this light that I'm turning on and off doesn't really. It's a little bit better. Not really too sure though. I'll just leave it. But what's going on, guys? I can see some very good names in the chat here. Hockey Man, Taco T. I'm not going to read your name, Mr. 2000. I'll just call you Mr. 2000 because that's a very close keyword to something that doesn't really vibe here on YouTube. Hockey Man, Commander Fur. I know for a solid fact Lego is mad about the Sens beating Vancouver. I don't know if I would say mad. I'd say a lot more like kind of just disappointed in my team. Disappointed is the better word there. Hockey Kid, what's going on? Shazi, Elijah, V, Machu Picchu, Taco, T, Sonic Blue, Gus. How are you guys doing? Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Early comers to the stream here. It's 3:30 in the afternoon, so I'm thinking people might still be at work. We're going to have some kids coming back from school, so that's good for you guys. Just some, just nice entertainment to go on afterwards. Hi, everyone. This is TY Knots. What's going on? Jimmy? He really salty. I feel anyone would be if the Sens beat your team. I mean, I guess you could say salty. I don't know if that's like the wrong word to use, but it's not the word that I would use. Guy who thinks he's funny. What's going on, guy who thinks he's funny? Sebastian, how are you doing? What are your thoughts on Tampa going back-to-back? I wouldn't be surprised. Kucherov, Stamkos coming back, that'd be good. Canucks are now they're now 7th in the division. Sens are 6th. That is good for you guys. Are the Habs better than the Canucks? I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure. They should be. They should be, but I'm not really sure. It's Doom. Oh, what's going on, Doom? I see. Beast Slayer, what's going on? Dominic, how are we doing? Nathan, hi to you as well. Poor Ryan Miller. Nah, not poor. The guy had a great, storied NHL career, and, he's making the best out of the retired life in Anaheim, so that's really good for him. No problem. It sounded different in Swedish. Okay, that makes sense, Mr. 2000. That makes sense. Pretty excited about LIND. Yeah, I'm excited about Cole Lind as well. I'm very excited. Do I think Tampa would go back-to-back? I've been saying it for a while. I think they probably would. Canucks suck. Yeah, they do, Moose News. You're not wrong about that. I think the Canucks should replace VC with Lind. I think so, too. It's good that Lind's playing there today. Thanks for your work. Hey, I appreciate that car, Domain 2015 Corolla S. I appreciate the kind words. 735 in Labrador. What's worse than losing to the Sens is missing the playoffs before Detroit. Columbus, yes, Columbus. Oh man, the Blue Jackets, very funny right there. Any thoughts on the Jets' losing streak? Oh, I've been watching a lot of Peg City hockey lately. He's been like chronicling every loss that they've been getting. It's been kind of funny watching the meltdown there. Habs lost to the Leafs. I'm really mad. Yeah, they did. Wow, you had your channel for a long time. Yes, we did, Sonic Blue. We did. I was making videos a very long time ago as a child. Now I'm 20, and I'm still on here making similar videos to the ones I was before. But let's go over to the PlayStation over here and just kind of, I want to show off my team. My team's a lot different now than it was like a week ago when we last did our previous hype stream. These are the packs that I have. Go Leafs go, Double Dash says. Fall down Canadian teams. Do you think Lind will have a full-time roster spot next year? I think he should. I think if he is as good as we know he can be, I think Lind should have a full-time roster spot. Especially with, like, the fact that I would probably play Lind over Boyd. I'd probably play Lind over VC. If you can have Matthew Highmore in your top 6, like, you can have Cole, you can try Cole Lind. Come on. Like, Cole Lind deserves a full-time lineup spot if Highmore is a top 6 center on your squad. Sens will either make the playoffs next year or not make it by a few points. Yeah, honestly, they've been trending upwards, so really good for them. So we had ourselves what was a team that had a whole bunch of other guys on it. Like, you can kind of see some of the players that we have here. Before, Our team had like this 86 Keith Tkachuk on it. He was a very, very good player for our team. Had him for a long time. Nick Lidstrom was on our team too. Alex Nylander. Oh man, this guy has been an absolute legend. He's been so good on us, or on our team here. Veleno gets the game winner tonight, and I hope so. I know you like Cider, and he will play the SHL Finals starting on Saturday. That's really good. Moritz Cider, man, I used to have his Hut card, but I sold it because, yeah, it was really expensive. Thoughts on Cole Caulfield? I like Cole Caulfield. I know a lot of other people don't like Cole Caulfield, but that's okay because I do. How are you? I'm doing pretty alright. Doing pretty alright, Double Dash. I appreciate it. How are you? Let me know in the chat here. Ishan, what's up? Sorry I was late. I was opening packs. That's all good. I'm opening packs too later. But we had ourselves what was this 91 Austin Matthews as our first line center for a very, very, very long time. Very long time. 580 games played, 856 points, 350 goals. Like, he was incredible for us. But we got him back in January. Now it's April. And so what we did to upgrade the team is we changed this 91 Matthews to this 96 Matthews right here. I got it on the market yesterday. I had to quick sell like 100 base gold players for an extra 100k coins. And I ended up getting this Austin Matthews. He's had 0 games played. He's got Barrage and Gladiator active. Look at these stats though. 96 excel, 95 speed. Everything in shooting and hands is 99. He's got 99 body checking, strength, defensive awareness, stick checking, discipline. Face-off's at 89 too, so that's a good improvement. But this card is absolutely nasty. It's better than all the style icons ones too. You can kind of see just how good the team has gotten ever since those days when we were just rolling with 91 Matthews, 86 Keith Tkachuk, and 90 Nylander. What's the lineup? Can you show us for the Leafs? We'll talk about the lineups, I guess, maybe later. Sens are pretty good, honestly. There are just too many great teams in the North Division. Yeah, that's true. Very true. I pulled a 98 team of the season, McDavid. That is very, very good, Ishan. Oh my gosh. Sens are 17 and 18 since they stopped that losing streak at the start of the season. So if we didn't have that losing streak, the Sens would be around there. That's really good, yeah. Just thinking about the numbers there for the Sens. Oh man, that would be really good. I'm good, man. That's good to hear. Lego, do you think Elias Pettersson will be back before the season ends? I don't think so. Do you want Green to return? I'm kind of indifferent. I like Green. It's just, if you made a decision for the Canucks that you would want to go somewhere else next year, I wouldn't be, opposed to it. But a lot of the fact that a lot of what Green had to work with this year kind of impacts the way that he performed. Come on. Would you rather have Jay Beagle, Antoine Roussel, Highmore, VC, and Boyd, or Tyler Toffoli? You can kind of put in the pieces there. I'm sorry, but any Sens fan that thinks Shabbat should be captain over Brady needs to stop watching hockey. Oh, really? Okay. I just pulled Team of the Season Demko and Marner in the same pack. That's a really good one, Nezuko. I'm going to call you Nezuko Seating because you got that profile picture there. I'm going to make the Team of the Season Matthews in a few days. That's good. Who's better, Price or Murray? I'd say right now, Matt Murray, because Price can't play. Hey, Lego, how's it been? It's been pretty good, EP40. Thanks for stopping by. But this is the team right here. First line, I had to get Tyler Toffoli on here because, come on, I had to get this guy. Absolutely had to get this guy. Toffoli was only in for a few games, though. Yeah, that's true, but I mean, he's got 25 goals this year. I think the Canucks would have liked that. Tyler Toffoli, 93. He's got Spark, and I had to activate Spark, so I had to get a whole bunch of new players just to get Spark active. Spark for Toffoli. Austin Matthews, he gets the Gladiator upgrade here. And then because we had Matthews with Tkachuk for the entire year, we're playing these two together. Swap Nylander out with Toffoli over here. Second line, we have ourselves Ovi, Howie, and Ken Baumgartner, 95 Baumgartner. I didn't realize this, but I was looking up some of the numbers, just how good Ken Baumgartner was in the NHL. He's the only NHL player to play a full 82-game season and only score 1 point in that season. And he's a forward. This is the guy who's Now, after doing some research, I'm kind of like, oh, so that's why everybody was really mad when there was a 95 overall Ken Baumgartner card. Because this guy is, like, the most unproductive forward in terms of, like, NHL historical records. He's a goon, he fights, that's cool, but, like, 1 point in 82 games played. Like, what is even the point of having this kind of guy in your lineup? There's a 95 overall card of this guy in Hunt. I have 91 Howie. I have the Icon collectibles ready to get 96 Howie, just waiting for the upgrade to be released. I can do that instantly, but Howie has been so good for us this season. I got him in a bronze, or I got his bronze card, like, a long time ago because I pulled it in a random pack. Then we have the Canuck line, Besser, Lind, and Naslin, no questions about that. And then we have Barzal, Sid Abel, and Elias Pettersson on the fourth line. That is very cool. Last year was a fluke for Vancouver, just carried by Markstrom, yeah. Leg, are you an anime fan? Yes, I've, let's go over to my anime list account. Let's see. I don't want to show you what my anime list account is, but I have seen 54 days worth of anime. I've completed 327 series. Right now I'm watching Tonikaku Kawaii, and, yeah. Average score out of 10 is 5.57. Those are some of the stats that I have for my own personal anime list. I've been watching anime for years. LIND is going to make his debut. Also, what's up, Lego? Who you got winning tonight? Yeah, he's making his debut. I'm not really too sure who I have winning, though, because, I mean, the Canucks could very well lose. I'm not going to discredit that idea. Cale Makar, Hughes in the first pairing. 95 Noah Dobson on the second pairing. Had to get this guy for Spark. The Sins really align nicely, so that's good. Ray Bork's out here, Ty Smith, and Drew Doughty. These all-star cards are coming in clutch when it comes to the synergy building. Then for the goaltenders, we have our Connor Hellebuck because we pulled him the other stream, and Bernie Perron. We had to get him for Spark and Swarm to be activated. Now if we see, we have Magician, Wingman, Shutdown, Workhorse, Barrage, Spark, Distributor, Balance, Swarm, Speedster, Passing Playmaker, and Gladiator all active on the team. And I'm feeling very good about what it is that we have built. I'm in the GWC Week 4 right now. I'm 13-2, so it's not really the best, but it is what it is. We'll see, like, what exactly this team can do later on. I haven't played with the Matthews yet, by the way, so. What do you think about the Canucks' last 3 games versus Ottawa? I don't want to think about those. This channel deserves 1 million subs. Hey, man, I appreciate it. That'd be really cool, though, but I'm not sure. Another team of the season, Jason Robertson. Man, your packs are loaded at Ezuko. As long as the Habs lose, the Canucks are still in the playoff race. That is true. I'm going to be honest, the Canucks should never have traded Markstrom. Well, we didn't trade him. We traded for him. We traded Roberto Luongo for Markstrom, and then he left in free agency. Imagine if Cole got a goal. That'd be great. Imagine Cole scores against Toronto before Cole Caulfield. Oh, I just pissed off a whole bunch of Habs fans. Lego, do you watch Kimetsu no Yaiba? Yes, I haven't seen the movie yet. Still waiting for a proper time to watch that. It's available, I know that. I just haven't seen it yet. I've seen all of Demon Slayer, though. Apparently the manga's ending was pretty bad. I'm not sure, though. Colin, Apple and a goal. Colin debut. When are you going to do the Larkin video? Oh, for him missing out in the season? I was kind of thinking, like, do I want to make something on just Larkin, or do I want to make something on, like, a whole bunch of guys? Because there's, like, so many other players in this year who are just done for the year. It's kind of crazy. Are you team tank for the Canucks, or do you think they should just keep trying to push for the playoffs? I mean, I'm team either way, Regan. As we said in, like, the video a few weeks ago. No, not a few weeks ago. Like, half a week ago. Like, there's an excuse for the Canucks to lose now. Like, it's fine if they lose every game. Why is Hauerluck and Yolevi out? I'm not sure, honestly. I'll leave a like and then dip. Have a good stream and gaming. I appreciate that, Thomas. Thank you for being here for a bit. You watched Byfield's debut yesterday. Not much, but I did see the news, though. Imagine if Benning didn't exist. Lego, can you say the Canucks suck as a joke? I mean, I don't really want to know. Man, I pulled Team of the Season Demko and Cole Ollie. Those are good pulls, man. Strongy Funny Man. Hey, Lego, love your channel. As you know, maybe you remember me. Doesn't matter if anything. I would rather you continue making amazing content than focus on reading my comments. I like the comment. I like that comment, Mr. Strongy Funny Man. But, yes. Thank you for being here, man. The Kimetsu no Yaiba manga seemed rushed towards the end. Yeah, that's kind of what I heard as well. It was kind of weird. Our power play over here, I like it. Look at this. We got Makar, Barzal, Pettersson. These are the winners of the Calder over here, and then Besser and Hughes on the points. These are the two losers from Vancouver. I could put Austin Matthews over here, but I kind of have this policy where it's like, okay, we're going to use our bottom 6 guys for special teams because when the special teams are over, we want to have fresh lineups. And so the first line of Tyler Toffoli, Keith Tkachuk, and Austin Matthews will be good to go because none of them are being used on the power plays. What are your thoughts on the Oilers? I mean, the Oilers are pretty good. Connor McDavid's good. I want to see the guy reach 100 points. I really do. I need to start playing NHL again, Hockey Man says. I got Ultimate in Rivals, and I got an 83 high. Oh, is that really the best you got? No way. Imagine if Roberts and brothers go back-to-back with the Calder. That would be an underrated hockey story. Nick next year. Oh, that would be so good. That would be so good right there. You should start a daily podcast because I'm sure all your subscribers would listen to it. I think we kind of do somewhat of a daily podcast already. The videos are pretty much audio format, so I think that's kind of what it is. Like, I have so many people who comment in the comments or, like, leave me feedback saying that, oh, I just, like, use your videos as, like, a podcast. I just turn them on, put my phone down, I'm, like, doing chores or whatever, or, like, I'm driving. Probably don't use your phone while driving. That's a bad example. Don't do that. But, yeah, I get a lot of people saying that they use our videos like podcasts. Balance should increase balance. Change my mind. Yep, you're very right about that. How far do you think Colorado is going to go in the playoffs? Oh, I mean, they could probably, like, make it all the way, I think. Nathan McKinnon, man, don't try to doubt that guy. I'm going to try to make the NHL as a goalie. Good luck to you, Mr. Hockey Man. It's been so long since I've watched your streams. What's up, man? Sam, how are we doing, man? Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate that. You play World of Shell? I play World of Shell sometimes to get gameplay, but that's about it. Vasily Podkolzin for the Calder next year? I don't know if that's going to happen. I kind of don't know. Alright, let's go ahead and do our packs. Lego deserves to get a job with Sportsnet. I mean, that'd be really cool. Not sure if it's ever going to happen, but that would be awesome. If Sportsnet, if you're watching, you know, I've got an availability schedule right here. No way. Look at this pickup right here. Look at this guy. Look at who we just pulled. Vancouver Canucks legend, Cole Castles. Oh, man. This is the Connor McDavid killer right here. The McDavid killer. You remember this guy? You remember Cole Castles? Lego with RDS. Okay, my French isn't that good. It's not good enough. Hello from Montreal, Lego. Who do you think? Do you think we'll lose Holtby to the Kraken? Probably. I'd say probably. It's going to be a lot more bittersweet than I thought it would be because Holtby is a lot better now than he was before. But yeah, no, look at this. Cole Castles. In 2013, they drafted him in the third round. Andrew Castles, former Vancouver Canucks son right here. Cole made his living just being a nice two-way guy in the OHL. Won, I believe it was the OHL championship against Connor McDavid and the Erie Otters. Shut down McDavid the entire way through. Like, he was dubbed the McDavid Kryptonite. Like, we have a video about this guy on our channel talking about the McDavid Kryptonite story. But in the AHL, he wasn't great. He went over to Germany. Now he's back in the Pittsburgh Penguins farm team system. So, yeah. Is Caulfield eligible for the Calder next year, even if he plays in all of Montreal's remaining games? I think he is, because the Calder is the minimum, or the requirement is, like, you have to have, I think it's, if you break 25 games, I think, that's when you're not eligible anymore, but yeah. Connor McDavid to the Sens for Murray, Tkachuk, Norris, and a first. That's a good trade. Maybe added a prospect. You're not trading Connor McDavid for that. There's no way. I mean, unless you attach, like, $15 million or whatever. I don't think it's... Oh, there we go. There we go. Talk about the Robertsons. There we go. That's a pretty good one. I needed some extra coins, so this is really good. Look at that. Look at that right there. 90 overall Jason Robertson. Unfortunately, there isn't a spot for him on our team because all the other wingers that we have on the right side are all better than Robertson. This would work out nicely with synergies, but we already have all of these active. So that's pretty good. There we go. Team of the season, Nick Robertson. Pretty good player. Let's go. Yes. Lego are the Sens better than the Flames? I mean, you could make a debate. You could make a debate for sure. We need Castles back to stop McDavid. Yeah, dude, McDavid's gonna stop scoring against Vancouver. if Cole Castles comes back. That'd be so good. Look at that, Jason Robertson. What a beauty. The best Robertson. Oh man, Leafs fans gonna get at you for that one, David. Early Calder finalist for next year. I don't know. Oh man, who's gonna be Moritz Seider maybe? Moritz Seider's probably the easy one. Like, I don't know if he's gonna light the world on fire with points, but this guy's gonna be so good in terms of like just how he plays. Okay, so no matter what happens with the rest of these polls, I'm gonna be fine because we got that team of the season, Robertson. Trade McKinnon and McCarr to the Oilers for McDavid. That's a good trade. Oh bad, oh bad. You're getting into a fantasy lad territory now. I think it's 9 games and you're considered a rookie. Correct me if I'm wrong. 9 games. I'm not sure. I think the 9 games. I thought that was for like OHL eligibility. I'm not too sure. Someone's gonna have to read up on that soon. Correct us all here. Robertson for Calder. I have Canucks tank for Luke Hughes. I mean, that wouldn't be that bad of an idea, I would think. Yo, trade me that Robertson Lego. Seider. Yeah, Seider. There we go. Caulfield needs to work on his play physically. Yeah, I agree. There was that, like, highlight, low-light package that was being shown on Sportsnet the other night where Cole Caulfield was just, like, continuously getting neutralized. That was really funny to watch, honestly. Seider is good, but there's no way he produces on that Wings team. I don't know, man. When you have a team that is so, like, just not great, you can just go out there and play Seider anywhere. Give him, like... Oh, look at this. Leland Irving. What a guy. Leland Irving. What a card right there. Just, like, you know, play Seider on the power play, play Seider on the penalty kill, play Seider everywhere. Give him the chances to go out there and just do what it is that he does. Lego Mega Packs bring 98 McDavids. Oh, I hope they do. I really hope so. Look at this Orlando Solar Bears. That's a really cool one. Do you think Jack Rathbone will play a game for the Canucks this season? I would like him to. I would like him to. Not sure if it's going to happen, but I would like him to. Lind Hattie, I'm from the future. Sebastian, I hope so. I hope you're not lying about that. The only possible end to a McDavid trade is the Oilers losing. Oh, boy. Lego, what do you think Meyer and Hurdle's timeline with the Sharks is? Like, how much longer each do you think they'll stay? Honestly, I'm not too sure. I'm not really too, well... Oh, look at this. Speaking about 2013 Vancouver Canucks prospects, we got Cole Castles earlier. Now it's Jordan Subban. What a guy, man. Jordan Subban could have been so good for the Canucks if he just worked on his, like, defensive game, man. But, yeah, I'm not really too well versed in the Sharks. Gonna have to, like, catch me at a different day with that question. Caulfield bodied the linesman, though. Yes, that indeed he did. Connor McDavid has a chance to have more assists than the second player has points this year. Yeah, there's a chance. It's kind of funny, isn't it? I just opened an 86 icon pack and got 2 goalies, a duplicate, and a trash forward. Oh boy, I feel bad, Wes McCauley. I feel bad. What's up, Gio? Noah, how are you doing? Vegas could shut down Tampa Bay to the Knights, and Lightning will go to the finals. In Game 7, I think the Knights will win because they have some big boys that are vets too. They do. They have some good veterans. Okay, so we didn't get anything out of this pack. We got the 90 Jason Robertson, and that is it. Give me a shout-out. Big shout-out to Hockey Man. Wings only have 2 players above 20 points. I just don't see it. Yeah, that's a fair point. That's a really fair point. I'm not going to discredit that one for sure. Is Holloway a dark horse for the Calder because he's going to be playing with McDavid? Ah, that's a really good one, actually. That's a really good one. I didn't think about that until now. I think you do have a point there. Because, yeah, no, Dylan Holloway is crazy good. I said this, I think, in an earlier video, but Dylan Holloway, he reminds me a lot of Connor McDavid, like, when he's, like, moving with the puck in the offensive zone. Like, especially when he gets going, like, he's like a horse out there, dude. Dylan Holloway can gallop. I think he's really, really strong as a prospect. Ottawa is on fire. Podkolzin update. Is that the World Championships, I believe. He's going to be playing for Team Russia, so good for him. Right, yeah, Podkolzin update. I think that's just kind of what we got here. Hello, good morning from Tokyo, Japan. Just tune in. I appreciate that, Theta. Thank you. McDavid for Stützle, Norris, Batherson, a first and a second round pick, and Alex Form. That's a lot, man. At that point, it just becomes self-destructive if you try to trade for McDavid using assets like that. Why is Fucali good with the hurt? Look at this. Speaking about Vancouver Canucks. Remember Zach Dalpe? Anybody remember Dalpe? Oh, this guy was like the epitome of the, what is it? The Marcus Granlund, Magna, Chaput, Pinizzato guys over, like these, before there were Matthew Highmores, Boyds, and VCs on the team, we had Zach Dalpes. Like, this is blast to the past right here. Getting a lot of former Canucks, that's pretty cool. Why is Fucali good with the Hershey Bears, though? Because it's the AHL, that's why. Were you ever in Montreal? I've never actually been to Montreal. I think the Sens good future with the young guns. Yes, they do. Bernard Docker, Shabbat, Braunstrom. Oh, there's Dustin Brown. Dylan Hetherington. Okay, what picks over there? I've said it the entire time, man. I like the Sens and their prospect pool. I really do. Do you think they'll put Lind on the second line with Besser and Miller? That'd be good, man. Like, I'd rather see Lind in the top 6 than Matthew Highmore. Just saying. You think Connor McDavid will leave the Oilers someday? I don't think the Oilers will win a cup anytime soon. It's possible. I don't want to say it's likely or not, but it's possible, for sure. Alright, we got a lot of, like, May collectibles just lying around. Don't sleep on the Sens. Yeah, don't worry. That's not in the wheelhouse anytime soon. Why aren't the Canucks stacking their D-line with young players? Because the experience, man. Oh, this set can't be completed again? Oh, no. So we're... What's the one with the 2? Yeah, let's get the 2 right here. Yeah, no, it's like... Because experience is indeed a big factor. Like, you have so many, like... I said this in a video before, but when you have a pairing of Brisebois and Chatfield out there compared to the Edler-Myers pairing, like, you can just see in the decisions that Brisebois and Chatfield make just how far back they are compared to Edler and Myers in terms of just, like, their overall, like, awareness on the ice. Like, Brisebois, not saying that Brisebois is bad. I like Brisebois. But just some of the decisions that the guy makes, you watch him and you're like, okay, he cleared the puck off to the side on a defensive rush. That's not what an NHL veteran would do. Because look at what happens immediately after Brisebois does that. It's right back to the opposition, you turned over the possession, and now you're hemmed into your own zone again. A guy like Edler wouldn't do that. Like, you can just tell when you watch the game from an aerial view, just the difference in decision-making between veteran guys and AHL guys. Like, I like Brisebois, as I said, but he's an AHL guy. He's not a full-time NHLer. So, seeing the difference in decision-making, especially when you're, like, in a bird's-eye view, it's really interesting, I noticed. So, I think it's a combination of experience, it's work ethic as well, because, you know, I think Juolevi, for example, I saw this argument going on in the Canucks subreddit that Juolevi hasn't really played minutes like he has been playing with the Vancouver Canucks. And it's a back-to-back, which is why he might not be playing today, because he might just be tired, because he's not used to playing back-to-back heavy minutes, NHL caliber minutes, because he just never had to do that in the AHL. Sure, the schedule is harder in the AHL, but the hockey's a lot easier. So, you know, it is what it is. Gallant for the Canucks. Oh, that'd be so cool. All the young Canucks from the defense are AHL caliber players, aside maybe Rathbone. Yeah, that's kind of it, though. Juolevi should be playing, though. I don't get Green. That's fair. That's fair. Juolevi did score a goal. Like, at the same time, he did score, so that's good. It's just, if I had to try to think of an argument as to why he got scratched, that would probably be the first thing that I thought of. By my profile picture, you can tell I'm a Price fan. Yes, I can tell, Hockey Man. Don't worry. Matthews leaves the Leafs after his contract to join Arizona. Oh, boy. You're opening up a can of worms there. Very, very big can of worms. Okay, do we have any more of these to put in? I feel like we should... Yeah, we got one more of these to do. Okay, let's go ahead and try to complete that. Does Matthews ever win an Art Ross, and does McDavid ever win a Rocket? McDavid's goal scoring ability is underrated. I mean, the guy's always getting breakaways and scoring on them every night. But you gotta remember, like, Connor McDavid is still second in the NHL in goals this year. Like, he's there. You just need one bad year from Matthews, and all of a sudden, boom, it's anybody's to take. Play a hot rush game, complete 2 games, and score 5 goals. Oh yeah, that's pretty beefy right there. I'm betting money on the Wayne train going to beat the crap out of Edler. Oh boy. You said Bronstrom's name wrong. Say it like this, Bronstrom. I played my placement games when I never played online before. I lost 4 out of 5, and I got out in Division 8. Oh, I see. That's alright. Just gotta keep working at it. Let the empty net assassin play, Louis Eriksson. Sens killing every team for 4th place. Yeah, dude. Sorry I was doing something for VGK. That's all good, man. That's all good. Tank for a pick. I think the Oilers can become serious contenders this offseason with their $28 million in cap space, plus prospects like Benson, Holloway, Bouchard, Broberg, McLeod graduating, and Clefbaum coming back. Is Clefbaum coming back, though? That's the question. That's the question. Everyone had a bad game yesterday. Benching only won't help him. I now do pictures for the Golden Knights. That's really cool, Larry Loves Hockey. That's really cool. This is where we're at right now in terms of the GWC. I've played 15 games, only lost 2 of them. So we're doing pretty okay, I would say. Lost to one guy over here. Lost another guy. This loss right here. This loss was bad. Because I was playing on like 70 ping. I connected with some guy who is in the Eastern servers, I believe, and ended up playing a very bad game because like the timing was just so delayed. Yeah, the ping was really bad in this one, so I kind of feel regretful about this loss here. This loss was fair and square, but everything else we've kind of won. I played Armanux, though. Do you guys know Armanux? He's the guy who makes the funny Canucks reaction videos. Yeah, I played him the other day. I won 13 to 6. I messaged him afterwards saying good game, and he was like, yeah, I like your videos. I told him that I liked his videos, too. Is Pettersson coming back? If he does, it's not going to be for this game. Not going to be for this game just yet. Alright, there are a whole bunch of beatable guys over here that are already at 25. We're just going to need a few more wins to take it. Really promote ourselves into the standings here. I'm seeing a lot of my friends' names on here, though. They're doing pretty well. Good for them. Thoughts on Byfield last night? I was at the game. He looked impressive out there. That's good to hear, Avask. That's good to hear. I didn't see a good amount of it, but that's very positive to hear that Quinton Byfield was out there doing his thing and not looking out of place. Very happy to see that. Okay, we need to get some stars for hot challenges, so let's go ahead and do that. If McDavid played for the Jets 82 times this year, he would be on pace for 63 goals and 201 points. Gretzky number 2, eh? Darn, that's pretty good. Clefbaum said in an interview last week that his shoulder feels really good after the surgery, but is still in the early stages after his surgery. Okay. I feel like the Oilers are the same old Oilers, but Smith is playing lights out of 40 years old for some reason. 70 ping, that's so good for me. Oh, I feel bad, Sebastian Jara. It's just because normally I'm playing like 20 ping, so I mean, yeah, I normally connect Vancouver guys here, but yeah, I only play at 60 ping, so very great. Really? Wow, I cannot deal with the delay between when I like move my controller and like when the guy on the screen actually does something. VC fell down again. Yeah, I mean, as is life with Jimmy VC. Sens are mathematically eliminated if they lose one more game. Montreal would have to lose all the remaining games, and Oilers win all remaining games. Oh man, I just wanted to go to a Sens game. Why can't Canada teams have fans? Because their restrictions are a lot more tight than the American teams and their overall restrictions for indoor events and all that. Plus, they have a lot of vaccinations already, so it's a lot easier for them to do that. Not for Canadians, though, because like the vaccine hasn't really been that publicly available over here. Do you think Bergevin will come back after this season? I think it depends on what happens in the playoffs. I think it really does. I'm going to miss Bergevin, though, if he, like, ends up getting fired or whatever. Like, one of the most liberal NHL GMs in terms of making trades. Like, he's not afraid to make a trade. That is... What a save made there. He is so good at making trades. There's so many people in here. Yeah, man, we've got a ton. We've got a ton. 72 beautiful people over here checking out the stream. 150 ping. That sucks, man. Why does everyone use Brian Marchment? Because he was the free card and he's 85 overall. He's got 2 sins, and that's valuable for people who don't have, like, actual teams built yet. Like, he's a really good starting card, I would believe. I never used him because my team was good enough to the point when I got him that I didn't need it, but it's a pretty good card, I would say, for, like, a beginner team. Who are you going to pick for your Hut Somerset player? I'm not gonna build it. I'm not gonna build it because it takes too long and I'm impatient and, like, I don't really care enough about it to get it. Ottawa doesn't care if they're getting eliminated. They're playing hard. Yeah, that is very true. The Ottawa Senators are playing very hard, so that's good for them. I've really grown a lot of respect for the Senators after watching them play against our boys. Me too. I've been really on the Senators train. Just from, like, an effort standpoint, you know, seeing Brady Tkachuk doing his thing, seeing Shane Pinto, the new debut, man, that guy is a lightning rod out there. I didn't expect him to be, like, the annoying presence on the ice like he is. I have to go give me a shout-out again. Hockey Man getting a little bit greedy with the shout-outs, I think. There's 65 people. Yeah, it changes. It changes a lot based off of, like, the time. What are your thoughts on Blashill for next year? Will Stevie can him, or will he sign as a development coach? I'm not sure, honestly. Like, I mean, the Red Wings are in a spot where they don't really need to win anything, like, now. So they can afford to be bad still. So I wouldn't be surprised if anything happens. Would love to see Bergie next year. The losing streak is not really his fault. That's fair. But you could argue, oh, he hasn't built a team that's, like, suitable to whatever. If you're talking about coaching, well, we have already run through 2 coaches already. Sens coach is doing much better compared to the terrible start. Yeah, that's very true. Very, very true. Hey, Lego, you're always welcome to be a Sens fan. I hope so. Thank you for the kind welcomings, if that does happen. Hey, I really love your content, and as a Habs fan, I love your Cole Caulfield vids. I appreciate that, Max Clash. Thank you. I like the Cole Caulfield videos, too. Could have taken Tkachuk instead of Kotkaniemi. Yeah, Tkachuk in Montreal would have been really cool. Imagine having 2 Gallagher-ish kind of players over there. Do you think Brendan Gallagher could make it in time for the playoffs? I'm not sure what the timeline for recovery is for Gallagher, actually. Do you think there will be more people viewing Ovi chase down the all-time goal record than when Barry Bonds chased down the all-time home run record? No, just because hockey is not as popular as baseball is. And, like, yeah, that's kind of my answer there. I would like to see a ton of people get into it for hockey reasons, but yeah. How many more losses until the Canucks are mathematically eliminated from the playoffs? I don't know, because the Canucks... Like, the Canucks have what is a very high amount of games played still, or games to play, remaining games on the year. So they should be fine, like, no matter what happens, or for the next few days, I believe. I'm just out here trying to increase our passing percentage. Oh man, that was a pass that didn't go through. That's gonna tank our number here. Is that one gonna tank our number as well? Okay. Time to play spoiler now. Get on board with Ottawa and throw a wrench into the top 3. What are your thoughts on Cole Lind? I like Cole Lind. Was very much a big fan of Cole Lind back in the WHL. Like, we were making videos about Cole Lind all the time, talking about his hat tricks and the points that he was getting, because Cole Lind was a very productive Kelowna Rockets player. Oh, that pass didn't go through. That's going to decrease our passing percentage. 95 is such a high passing percentage to achieve. Like, are you kidding me? Okay, come on, defend it. Stay in the zone, boys. Stay in the zone. Okay, at least... Does that count as a pass? I hope it doesn't. Canucks are mathematically eliminated in the playoffs, and they draft Luke Hughes. That'd be good. I would like Luke Hughes. I know a lot of people don't really want it because he's like a left-handed D, as well. But, like, just the brotherly connections there, I think, is really cool. It's cool enough to the point that I would like to do it. Okay, we're getting passes done. This is good. Canucks are unpredictable. Yeah, that is true. They're worse than the Senators. If the Canucks were in the Western Division, they would be in the playoffs. Really? No way. I mean, mathematically, points percentage-wise, who knows? LIND is going to our top 6. Good. Very, very good. Do you think LIND is going to score tonight? I think it would be really Canucks for him to score tonight. So, let's see it. Tricky Ricky coming in here. Oh, man, thank you so much, Tricky Ricky, for the super. The GIF hasn't popped up on the screen. There we go. There's the 5 popping up. Can we get some Caulfield hype in the chat? Caulfield hype is here every day of the channel. So, yes, I don't think we'll have a problem getting some Caulfield hype. Thank you for the super, though, Tricky Ricky. I appreciate that, man. There we go. Go, Caulfield, go. Caulfield hype. Caulfield is a good player, but no Stützle or Lafreniere. Oh, boy. Luke Hughes is rated number 5 in the draft. Yeah, no, it's kind of whack, man. Like, the draft this year, the rankings are so all over the place. Like, you don't really know who's going to go where until the draft actually happens. I saw Caulfield highlights on Twitter, and they were all of him getting bodied or messing up. Yeah, that was the video that Sportsnet actually played on the broadcast yesterday. That's why everybody was kind of laughing. Oh, it's not a highlight or a Caulfield highlight package. It's a Caulfield lowlight package because he's going out there and, like, just getting bodied of the puck. Hot take, if Buffalo there, everything is right, they could be a Stanley Cup team. Anything could be a Stanley Cup team, to be fair. Sam Reinhart has been really good this season, though. No shade to Sam Reinhart. The man is showing off why he was drafted 2nd overall, just like Jack Eichel was. Which is kind of weird to think about, but hey, it is what it is. Next debut is on Vasily Podkolzin in 1 week. No, actually, he's not going to play because he's at the World Championships honoring that tournament, so he's not going to be on the Canucks until next season, unfortunately. That's a good thing, though. Don't get me wrong, that's a pretty good thing. Oh, no, the pass went off of the guy's foot. That's our long streak of passing broken up. Okay, we still have a 95 positive passing percentage. Everybody thinks the amount of pressure for the kid insane. Yeah, exactly. The amount of pressure for Caulfield is crazy. Because Canadiens fans, as we spoke about in our video, like, Canadiens fans are crazy for this guy. Absolutely crazy. Like, irrationally crazy, too, I would say. But that's okay. I just pulled a 94 Connor Hellebuck. Hey, we did that, too. Awesome to see, Jack the Oilers fan. What's up, Lego? Gamer Kid, how are we doing? Thanks for being here, man. I appreciate it. Hopefully you're doing well. I'm doing pretty okay myself. There was this one play where he got bodied by Matthews, and oh boy, Caulfield looked like a high schooler next to him. Surprised how Latvia played against Canada. Oh, I didn't watch any of the U18s. I saw the Matvei Mishkov Michigan highlights. That was it. But, no, I haven't seen too much of the U18s, though. Ben Hutton is playing. Oh, that's good. I'd like to see Ben Hutton out there for the Leafs again. Lego, your content is great. I appreciate that, Bedman. Thank you. I take way too many trips. Yeah, you have to be really conservative with when you want to, like, go out there and do your moves, I find. Ben Hutton, man. That's crazy. I love to see Ben Hutton with the boys again. That'd be really cool. British isn't that bad. I mean, he was bad in that one game, but yeah, I think he's a lot better than what he showed there. Have 1 minute of time on attack. We can do that. Let's do that. I can't stop watching your videos. Hey, Gamer Kid, that's a good sign, man. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. As I said, man, the reason I'm able to be here in a position where these videos, the streaming and all that, is my full-time job technically, is because you guys are here to support it, and that means a ton to me, man. Is there a game tonight? Yeah, the Ferg, I think there is a game tonight. There probably is a game tonight. I'm not sure. There might be a game tonight. I don't know. Do you think Carey Price has just had a bad season, or do you think his years in the NHL are done? I don't, like, he's gonna be an NHL player still. Like, he'll be fine. Just, overpaid. Like, severely overpaid, I think. Block a shot and have 1 minute of time on attack. Let's go ahead and do the minute of time on attack. Yesterday, I pulled a super rare Jeff Petrie signed solar card. The solars are really cool, aren't they? I've been seeing a whole bunch of people getting hyped about those. I'm not, like, super big into hockey cards, so, like, I don't really, like, know much about it, but, like, that looks pretty cool, actually, though. Alright. Try to get a minute of time on attack here. Did you hear Ryan Miller will retire? Yeah, I saw, man. It's a pretty good career for Ryan Miller. Guy was one of the best in his time in the NHL. Ryan Miller, to me, is the entire reason why the Vancouver Canucks are kind of screwed today. Because he was so good in 2015 when he signed with Vancouver that the Canucks did not rebuild earlier because they thought they had a winning formula with that 2015 team. If Ryan Miller was not as good as he was, the Canucks would have rebuilt earlier, Sedins might have gotten traded, we would have had ourselves no playoffs in 2015, and as a result, the management wouldn't have been forced into thinking, oh, we can still be a playoff team because we're good. Like, if Miller was just not as good as he was back then, I don't think that story would have happened for the Canucks, which is kind of why Miller kind of has, like, a bittersweet, like, feeling in my head, because the guy was so good for Vancouver, unexpectedly so, that I think that the impact as to how he was good changed the face of the franchise in a negative way for the next, like, decade. Like, we're still here in a rebuild. Imagine if the Canucks rebuilt in 2015. Imagine if they didn't think that they were good enough to make the playoffs in 2016, that they just stuck around and did the thing. So, yeah, Miller, very good player. Very, very good. He was one of the best in the world in the 2010s. Arguably better than Luongo at the 2010 Winter Olympics. Like, Miller, such a good hockey player, man. And such a good guy, too. Standing up for Troy Stecher, too, when he was a rookie. That's kind of what I remember Ryan Miller the most for. Milk tea. I like milk tea. That's a very good comment. It's not that the Leafs fans that crap on Reddit, they love him because he flew with his former teammates to play for the Leafs. Really? He did that? Darn. Tarasenko to Seattle. Oh, that's a take, man. That's a hot take right there. Do we have a minute of time on attack? Yes, we do. Now we just have to block a shot. I can't wait until the Louis Eriksson contract is done. Me too. Do you have an opinion on Nick Robertson? I like him because he's half Filipino. We need more representation in the game. And, yeah, because I'm Filipino too, it makes me very happy to see Robertson. The backlash on Anderson is insane. Like, the guy was their savior in the playoffs. That's kind of... I mean, I don't really see Leafs fans trashing Anderson anymore, man. It's just because Anderson's out. They don't have any other options to deal with. That Sedin Verbata line was really nice at least. Yeah, that's true. That's very, very true. Radim Verbata, one of the top goal guys in the entire league. Henrik and Daniel Sedin, still with getting like 70 points on the year. That was a great season for Canucks like points. But I still think that you could have had a team that was a lot poorer than what that team showed off. What player do you think Seattle will take from Vancouver? Probably Braden Holtby. I have Swarm Distributor and all the Excel and Speed player attributes. So Howitzer, Workhorse. No, it's Wingman. It's Wingman, yeah. Shoot the puck. Should Montreal trade Shea Weber? I don't think they could. Thoughts on Triumpkin maybe signing? As long as the contract is cheap, I'd be cool with it. I don't think Triumpkin's going to be this, like, number one, like, savior like he was in the KHL for Avangard Omsk or whatever it was. No. He was with Avtomobilis Yekaterinburg. That's where he was. But yeah, I'm not sure, man. Milk tea is so good, bro. Like, my mouth be drooling when I see it. An interesting set of comments here from Doom. Hello, what do you think the Detroit Red Wings will do in the future? Win a whole bunch of hockey games when their guys are in their primes. Yo, like, have you been to Shiny Tea in Richmond Center? It's so good. Yes, I have been to Shiny Tea in Richmond Center. I'm more of a Farabee guy because they're cheaper than Shiny Tea, but Shiny Tea is good. The pearls have a strange aftertaste, I will say, but it's a nice one once in a while. It's a nice one for sure. Shiny Tea in Richmond Center. Opinion on Nick Robertson. I like Nick Robertson. Quinn Hughes to whoever for a first rounder. Too small, big head, knocked off the puck easily. The defense should be big and strong. I'm not trading Quinn Hughes, bro. So many's our franchise defenseman though. Yeah. Any predictions for LIND tonight? Let's go hat trick because somebody in here said it. What's Nick Robertson doing right now? Playing hockey games, I guess. What is the real reason that Gaudette was traded? Apparently, I mean, I don't really have any real reason, conspiracies to go on here as to why Gaudette was traded, but just say maybe some people on the team might not have liked him for what happened. Lego, can you give me some milk tea? I personally cannot do that. You can go get that yourself, but I would be very happy to share some. Anderson had a hurt knee the whole season and finally admitted he couldn't play. His stats this season were skewed because he wasn't able to move well. I see. Where's Farabee? Farabee, man. Who would have known that Joel Farabee would have been the better out of the two amongst him and Wallstrom from the NTDP in 2018? Crazy stuff over there. Even if Montreal could, I don't think trading Weber would be a good idea. He's an excellent leader in the room and a good mentor for Romanov and the kids to come. That's a true point. That's a good point for sure. Big fan of Shea Weber's leadership qualities. He just kind of needs to get the puck on net more, I think. If he is our anchor defenseman, we were in big trouble. He cannot defend. I mean, he is only like 21, 22 years old. I'll give him a lot more time to develop in that department. Imagine LMO trading for franchise D-man in his second year. What a hot take. Who will be Ottawa's top scorer in the future? Tim Stützle. Guess who's back from watching Hot Take Hockey? X Chew, what's going on? Thanks for being here, man. Thank you for being here. I appreciate that. Weber 7.5 mil till he's 41. Yeah, it's pretty nutty, isn't it? The contract over there. I meant the milk tea place you were talking about, but alright. Oh, you're talking about Shiny Tea, yeah. That's pretty good. I think there was one in Aberdeen as well. I'm very excited to see this team in 2 years with all the young talent in the Seattle team. I can only see us going up from here. Yeah, there's a lot to look forward to in the future, for sure. If the Canucks draft Luke Hughes, when is the earliest he can start playing in the NHL? As soon as he signs, which I don't know if that's going to be like... I think if the Canucks get Luke Hughes, they'll probably do the Quinn Hughes treatment where they give him an extra year in college. Goalies need to stop wearing true pads. But yeah, no, I don't know. See, the difference with Luke Hughes is that he's going to get drafted before playing any college hockey. Quinn had a year in the NCAA when he was drafted, and then he played his second year as a prospect of the Canucks. And so, for Luke, if they want to do 2 years, that's an extra 2 years that you're not having this guy on your roster. For Quinn, it was a little bit excelled because he was... Quinn had a late birthday in that draft year. So he was an October guy. He had an extra year of college already played. So I'm not sure. That's a really good question, though. Hot Take Hockey went crazy after the Pearson goal. Yeah, no, I saw the video, too. Oh, man, yeah. Gotta love the Hot Take Hockey reactions. Maximum 0 shots against. Oh, boy, that's a crazy one right there. I can't just, lackadaisically go around in my own zone if I do that one. Who do you think will end up being the best Hughes brother? I don't know, man. Any one of the guys. I mean, Jack and Quinn both said before at different points that Luke was better than Quinn when Quinn was Luke's age in certain aspects. So, I don't know. But yeah, I would be good with, if any of those guys become franchise game-changing players, which I'm pretty sure at least one of them will be, That'd be very good. The Devils are probably going to get a better position than the Canucks at the draft. I wonder if they take Luke Hughes if they're in the top 3. I mean, they might. They honestly might. The Devils, man, they could use like another defensive prospect. I like the guys they have. Ty Smith is crazy good, but you can never have enough good defensemen, I think. Mishkov had 4 goals in a game. Oh my gosh, crazy. Crazy, man. What a guy. But I think with that, we will end off the stream here. It is now 4:30. The game is going to start. If there's something cool to talk about, we'll make a video about it. If there isn't, then I'm just going to sleep it off. Because I don't want to make myself committed to making videos on things that don't really interest me. But yes, thank you to those who came out here. I can see the names in the chat. Habs Rap Central is Sean, Wes, H.I., Doom, David, The Old, Machu Picchu, Double Dash, Jay, Aiden, Soapman, Arlo, Joe, Ishan, Tempest, Harley, Sebastian Jara, Hockey Man, Bedman, Zoo King. Guys, thank you so much for being here, hanging out with us on this stream. What cards did you flip in the market to get so many coins? Silver Icons. Silver Icons, back before the market crashed, were so valuable to flip. You could find a silver icon available for 100k and resell it for like 120, and you could just do that over and over again. Like, look at this JT Miller over here, 89k, or excuse me, 89 overall, 44k. Like, when these Team of the Season cards dropped, like, the entire rest of the market was brought down with it. So, yeah. But yeah, we're going to end off the stream here. Thank you so much for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed the game. Hope you enjoyed the stream. So that show. This is 99. And bye.